Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Jakeem Grant on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And here he's got Grant. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the 1st down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Good for a Saints.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 27-yard line. Here's Kamara off the draw. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Browns' 20-yard line.
On 2nd down and 4. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Winston now. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. Just a gain of a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Jameis to throw it. Flush to his right.
That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Saints have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. The Browns drive about to get started.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it. Not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so. Because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. And he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. And that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 9, Winston.
That one to the former Brown, Jarvis Landry. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Winston to give. It's Kamara. Down to the 42, second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Winston. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. On 2nd and a couple. Winston.
That's out to the flat for Ingram.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and
3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Winston to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Winston's throw complete there to Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That's good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10.
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Garden, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On 2nd and 7, Winston into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a strong drive here to lead off this third quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the third quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Winston. He dumps it down to Ingram. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Winston.
On a slant, complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was awfully nice. Hit him in stride, and off he went. It was almost like the ball hitting him was like him receiving a baton, and he was running the anchor leg in a relay race.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Winston. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like a touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the 10. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 7 now on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll run for it. Chubb. A solid stiff arm. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Chubb will get the call running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. Big impact play, a tackle for loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Winston. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, tell all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, 24 yards.
And the Browns are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The York on now for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good-looking return set up here.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Working out of the gun, Winston.
He's got his target. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 40.
Here's Winston. Steps away to his left. Johnson's got it complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Winston to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop him with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on 3rd down. Now Winston.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This for all the marbles.
He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal, because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blues, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now I was just at Fridays, was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 31, Mahomes, man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And they're going to get this up to midfield in search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes, sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
from 17 yards out.
And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Again, they turn to Ford. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. On the ground, it's Ford.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
This is Ford. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
They run with Ford. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Ford. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Ford, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Jerome Ford
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes.
Oh, the out route, he finds Hardman.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
43.
Mahomes now to throw.
Locates Hardman for another catch. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey.
And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He's got it to the 43 here.
To throw on second and 6. Mahomes. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They'll run here on third and goal. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind. Now will they use a timeout? Running for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Back to throw, Watson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on it's the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
On first down, Chubb able to get forward for about 4 as he's taken down. They go with Chubb on second down. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now, before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here we go on fourth. Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. York now for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Browns 17, Chiefs 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the strength there after the catch? I've got to get back in the gym myself now. I'm inspired. Boom, he shook off some tacklers. Bang, fighting to get to the goal line. Couldn't quite get there, but he's got his guys set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started.
Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there and decided to go for it on 4th down?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. 4. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. On 3rd down, it's Ford. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Chubb, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb.
And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect him to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
But they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Here's Mahomes. Finding Hardman. Finding room at midfield. Still going.
And now off to the races down the right side. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down one. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Mahomes.
Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Everything right now resting on the right foot of Harrison Butker. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and that changes everything here in OT.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away.
pulls it in at the 13. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
And taken down just shy of the 40.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
First throw in OT for Watson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
They run again on first down, Chubb.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Chubb will get the call running left.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there available to them.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A give running right is Chubb. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
York able to send this one through.
And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, it's pretty simple now. They need a field goal out of this drive to extend overtime or obviously, Charles, a touchdown to win it.
Yeah, and I'm taking the defense's perspective on this one, partner, because now they know with a 3-point lead, they can afford to give that up because you just keep playing, right? Overtime gets extended. But if you give up the touchdown, it's game over. So on offense, every play you make, you've got to try and get just a little bit more out of each one in order to try and get to the end zone because they're going to play everyone back, keep everything in front.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Mahomes quickly complete out wide.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Thuney. Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Mahomes will throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
Mahomes to throw it. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. Let's face it. Any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we not to ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
Trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, leash. Where's the love in the streets? Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sit Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Why that they gonna know who the name is? They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only cover the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cleveland Browns. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland.
Taken from about the 12. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
They start on the ground. And right away he lost the football. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
This complete to David Bell.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Watson.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line. To the air yet again, Watson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They go up the middle with Chubb. They find some open field here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 34 yards.
And the Browns put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Interesting. I mean, they're putting their foot on the gas here early, going for 2 to go up 8-0.
Well, after that drive, you have to believe that they thought to themselves, if we can do that, what's another 2 yards? Let's go get those and get 2 points as a result.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score. Taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They go play fake. Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are back within a couple of the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this is now a 1-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Handoff comes to Chubb. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. A run for Nick Chubb.
Has some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now Chubb running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
His throw's going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead is knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 62 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
125 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Throw complete to Bell.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Watson.
Right back to Bell, and it's caught once again.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. Oh, now how about this return?
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
To the opposite of what they envisioned when they left that locker room. A turnover on the opening drive in this third quarter.
I like your identification there because that's exactly what they discussed in the locker room before they came out on the field. Let's get the ball. Let's go down and score. Put some points on the board and feel good about it. Not an insurmountable lead, but definitely not how they saw it at halftime.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't it?
Now it's Watson.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this fourth down field goal try for the Browns. York able to send this one through.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there, and that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Able to find Gray here.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
On the out route, he finds Hardman.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
You remember in preseason we would go to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills. And, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. It's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
138 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. The handoff to Ford up the middle. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Again, they turn to Ford. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Chubb. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Chubb. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
A lot of pressure here for Cade York.
This to make it a 2-score game.
York able to send this one through,
and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. Now Mahomes got to have this one.
Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
177 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Now it's Watson. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. To find him.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Hardman on the return.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards.
Mahomes to throw it. Finding Gray on the out route.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Browns will throw.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Browns drive about to get started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Throwing now, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
They run. Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really...
And this is caught inside the 5. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because...
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can S-double-E, cause I need your eyes on me. 'Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can S-T-O-P. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it 'cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen, Captain? I'm strapped in, no I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson, 'cause here comes the pain. No one to call up for help, no one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain till it pour. I'm a dog, all fours, put in work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor, in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 4th down, 4 yards, put it all on the line. I am not worried 'cause it is our time. I hear the crowd in the background, man, they just wanna see me shine. For the hell of it, it's irrelevant. You lacking the intelligence to make it make sense. We gon' manifest whatever we came to get. That's a little money and a trophy and nothing they call respect. We don't care who the best, we don't worry who was next. We gon' put the boys to rest like a type of feet of bed. I'm ahead of the rest like I came without a net. They gon' say it under breath, I'ma say it with my chest. I got it wrapped like a toga, put the whole team on my shoulders. Hold up, wake these boys up, call me soldier, soldier. Flow feeling colder, some call it polar. You don't wanna box me, I'm feeling cocky, hands stocky, leave 'em floppy, face Nazi, talking all aki. Think he big poppy, then I'll chop him down like karate. I see none of you here can stop me, it's obvious, you too sloppy, cheap copy. I'm Rocky, leave his eyes all glossy, but in the end zone is where you can spot when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I catch a and jump in the course. Follow the core and the back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who was involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the datas, I'm proving them all. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Had it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top, and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster. I got options, I keep it right on the dresser. Next to the Oscar, applying pressure. Somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my head. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me.
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field.
Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Dwayne Eskridge elects to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Okay, break.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
And some room to roam now. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the ready.
Lance now on 1st down. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
First carry now for the LSU alum, Ty Davis-Price.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks' 27-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down, and they go right back to Davis Price.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
McCaffrey will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Lance going to try to throw for this. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try.
From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look,
Your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
This will be fielded at the 17. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
To about the 48-yard line. 2nd and 6.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Davis-Price on 1st and 10.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Second down, and again it's Davis-Price.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1.
Davis-Price will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs.
There he goes, right side. touchdown, Seattle. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The point after through the raindrops, so good. And the lead is down to 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked.
And it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Seahawks at 10-3 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On second down, it's Walker.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
18, Pirates! 7 Pirates! 7 Pirates! Reload! No check!
Throwing on third down, Smith. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. 21 yards. Well done on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Another touch for Davis Price.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
On On second down, here's Mitchell.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
And they'll go for it. Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. A lot of bodies there in the middle of the field, and that one intercepted.
Yeah, he's looking for his tight end running a drag route across the field, and normally you'd like him to work a little bit further outside. Here the throw is a little early, and it winds up in the hands of the defender.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Ready? Come back in! Come back in!
The final shot here before break. Smith going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told him, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive in the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Now it's Lockett. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Play action. It's Smith. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be taken at the 10. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Davis Price hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 5. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for a possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or two. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
I'm not lying. Alert! Alert!
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Trap 50! Trap 50! Hey, check that. Street! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Head in the street!
Smith now to throw. He's got his tight end fan.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Myers connects on the PAT, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to have the first down and then some. Look at the big fella go. Inside the 20. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Straight ahead, Walker. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing now is Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Another run, this time McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
67 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey. That's his 19th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken a fourth-quarter lead.
If there was a time to break off a nice run like that, it was right here to grab the lead in the fourth.
And it's just so much stress on a defense in that situation because you're looking at the clock. What are we guarding against? What's the first thing, right? The strike to the end zone, throwing the ball. Instead, they come back and hit him with a run. Block it well, and how about the physical run he made? Terrific job finding his way to the end zone to give him the lead.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the fourth.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them, got the ball right back for them. So nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off. I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Ready. 50 fears.
Carson Wentz.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Smith now to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
18, right here.
Now it's Smith. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now Smith. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Smith. Rolling to his right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. So a very interesting final chapter to this proverbial book here in this one, because they were in field goal range, could have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as we had, the post-game press conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
Yeah, we might need to stop by that press conference on our way out the back door here.
Yeah, just slow down the plane for us, all right? We got to get an answer before we go.
So for the Niners, They continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, I know kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4-2, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent do. Rent got them going, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young buck, holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back when I'm gone. Can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, it's the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, not the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour touching every shore from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, let the sound system, let's turn it up.
me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only kept out with a pay till I say. Urge you wanna be, but don't got a whip and brag on no petty. Flips, I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it or pop it, I'm thinking like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. For you, we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sagitty. He only 2 times from the. He out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm biting. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like it. I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hiding the shank. I'm no keep it, I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, cause I'm trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it in Rex involved. I they text and call. Just run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. This go stupid, go dumb. Told that boy you gotta pay for some. I sit on the throne, you they taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the. He out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm biting. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a. I see no biggie.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. And off we go from Las Vegas. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. First play from scrimmage, Watson going to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. How about this for starting field position on your first drive? 1st and goal. And Chubb will try the middle here. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Browns march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now Chubb running right. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Boom, Norton. 34 yards.
And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Crosby with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Chubb with a carry on 1st down. It's not going to yield much, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
2nd and 9.
They run it again with Chubb. And some room to work. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Throwing now is Rodgers.
This pass complete to Melton. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, and turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
It's caught at the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than...
And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan
from 6 yards away.
And the Packers are back within a score.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this